This is Sports Chat with Nat.
Well, welcome to Sports Chat with Nat. Listen, I'm on this mobile device again. I don't know what is going on with this computer. I really don't. I tell you what, I'm not going to let it stop me tonight. Master T will be joining us shortly. But we were scheduled for 9 o'clock, and the computer said, "No, you won't." And I said, "Okay, I'm not going to keep arguing with you, computer. I'm not going to do it. Let's see if this will work." Yeah, I'm not going to keep fighting with that computer. That's not going to happen. So we're going to try it this way. I think we good. She should be here shortly. So listen, we got a lot to chit chat about. I'm going to try at some point to see if I can get back. I don't know. I'm not going to fool with it. We just going to stay here. You can see me and I can see your comments, I believe, over here. I should be able to see your comments. So we're not going to worry about it. I got to remember where my camera is. It's over here. Yeah, camera is there. Anyway, so listen. Replay watchers, thank you so much. Replay watchers, watchers. Hashtag replay. Listen, there's a lot going on. And I'm gonna wait for try to wait for Master T. The Knicks are playing the Golden State Warriors right now on ABC, ESPN. But now earlier today, I am representing Behold the Green and Gold. It is so funny to me to watch the national commentators try to, I'm trying to put this do not disturb on. Try to say Norfolk, Virginia. Somebody trained one or two of them because he said Norfolk, but both the men and women basketball team won today, and they will go to the NCAA tournament. They won the MEAC. The men and the women both won. Let me see if I flip it this way. Will that help me from being? Yeah, I think that helps. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so the men and the women both, and so I'm representing Norfolk State University. When I first started, let me see if I can get it right. Yeah, when I first started going, before I started back in the day, it was Norfolk State College. It wasn't even a university, but that's a whole nother story. Behold the green and gold. So, but yeah, Norfolk State is in the NCAA. Now they made it last year. The women, this was their three-peat. Hold on. I think that's Master T. Add to the stage.
Hey, y'all. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that to happen that fast.
Hey, girl. Listen, my computer acting up. I said, I ain't going to fool with it. Let me just get on the phone. I'm not going to keep messing with this computer. Somebody's supposed to be coming helping me. I'm going to get me a new computer because it's just driving me crazy. I can't, hold on. Yeah, I can't keep fooling with that. So anyway, welcome. You are representing the Falcons. I'm representing Norfolk State University.
The funny part is I know we was doing HBCUs because I would have had my Xavier shirt on because I had it on yesterday. So,
well, I wasn't planning on it, but I realized that I knew the women were playing today, but didn't realize that the men had also made it to the finals of the MEAC. And both the women and the men won the championship today, and they will be going to the NCAA. Now, the women three-peated. This is their third time in a row. So somebody can three-peat. But anyway, but My thing I want to talk about, the first thing on my I gotta get this off my chest before we get to the NFL.
Go ahead. It has to do, obviously, it has to do with basketball. So
Now, LeBron jumped at Stephen A in the arena, walked up on him and used some choice words
about what?
in regards to Bronny and what not to say about Bronny. And listen, my thing is this: he get a check like everybody else in the NBA. You knew, I said this before he got in the NBA. You knew he won't. First of all, don't nobody go number 55 with a 1.2 point per game average. Don't nobody go number 55 in round one with those kind of stats. But anyway, now you got that boy in there and that boy getting embarrassed. That's just like if you had a child, you took your child to the hospital to be a nurse, and you know doggone well that child ain't bit more trained and equipped to be a nurse. That boy won't ready. You put him out.
People do it all the time. So
well, but when you do it, then you stand there like a grown person with your grown person underwear on and take the heat that comes with it. If that boy could really play, if that young man could really play, wouldn't nobody be saying a word. It would be fine. Wouldn't nobody have nothing to say. Nothing. But he's not doing well, and you knew that. And I read an article that said LeBron said Bronny is doing well with it. Did Bronny say that, or did you?
Doing well with what?
All of the criticism, all of the hype, all of the all the drama around this. He says Bronny is doing well.
He probably said, "Daddy, I didn't want to do this anyway." No, not Daddy. Dad, all right, Pops, I didn't want to do this anyway. So you taking it.
Hey, whatever was said behind closed doors. I said it from the beginning, and I'll say it again. That boy wasn't ready. The Lord tried to warn him with the little heart incident, whether that was real or fake, I don't know. But the Lord, the universe tried to warn them to cut it out, but they didn't. So now you take the heat. Now, okay. What is going on in the NFL?
Right. So I had to make a whole list because every day I keep getting notifications from Ian Rappaport. Love the fact that he has it on ESPN, but literally I had to go and make a list of all the big ones. I have one that says big moves, and it has re-signs and
what you got? Come on with it since you got it written down. Let's roll. What you got?
Do it. Well, we gonna start. Okay. Now this is.
Let's start. What you got?
It's in no particular order, but we're gonna start with the big moves because I was not surprised. I was very surprised that Sam Darnold went to the Seahawks because the Vikings were definitely talking about re-signing him. I knew he was a free agent, and we clearly knew that was going to happen, but I didn't know that the Seahawks were going to end up taking him. But that was after they decided they wanted to trade Geno Smith to the Raiders. So, which I was shocked at that too. Although you were kind of like, I kind of knew it because when Pete Carroll went to the Raiders, you like, and the Raiders do need a quarterback. So,
yep.
That was an interesting move. Let's see what else was going. But the Seahawks, but Sam Darnold's gonna have some help because he got Cooper Kupp.
Yep, he just got him yesterday.
Yep, he got him yesterday. And no, oops, I wrote that wrong. He didn't go there. I changed.
Yes, he did.
No, I was looking at DK Metcalf. I was like, why I got him for the Seahawks when he went to the Steelers?
Yeah, from the Seahawks to the Steelers.
Oh, and then DeMarcus Lawrence, the Cowboys defensive lineman, right? He went to the Seahawks, and I watched an interview with him where he said why he wanted to the Seahawks. Well, first off, he said, innocence, he was like, Dallas is his hometown, like his family lives there and stuff. But he said, I had to move because I'm not gonna win in Dallas, and anybody who says that they're gonna win in Dallas is really lying. Now, after that, oh man, who was it that went after him who was not happy? Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But he went on to say, like, oh, for real? Basically, like, oh, salty people, you only mad because you got traded. So now you're gonna say that we suck. When he really Michael Parsons, that's right. Michael Parsons was like, yeah, why are you over here saying all this? And basically, you just mad that you got cut. And DeMarcus, DeMarcus came back to Michael Parsons on Twitter and basically said, if you actually could pay attention to the game or and stop tweeting, maybe you would understand. I said, oh, okay. Cowboy drama.
Well, speaking of drama, why all the Steelers leaving going to the Chargers? Najee, Mike Williams.
Yours though.
It was three of them. It was three of them. Three of them went to the Chargers, I think. I know Najee, Mike Williams. One more went to the Chargers. And and the player Najee said, "Now, I told you something wrong in that locker room. I found out that their locker room, first of all, the physical facility is they grade that like a C, a D. The ownership was graded a D because they said the ownership will not invest."
Steelers. I was like, what?
Yeah, I said the Steelers.
You said Seahawks.
I said the Steelers. I said they left the Steelers and went to the Chargers. Najee, Mike Williams, and one more. Somebody else went there. I want to say Dan Moore, one of the offensive linemen, I want to say.
It was but he wasn't happy, was he?
Who?
I said, y'all of them wasn't happy.
Well, Najee was ready to go. Najee said the locker room is raggedy. I told you last week, the player said that Tomlin is ignoring the locker room. They feel like ownership is not investing in. They're not putting their money in the right place. They let Justin Fields walk.
They didn't utilize. That was a.
But see, he wanted them to guarantee that he was the starter.
But the thing is, but now you're going between Russ. But then that was the thing that didn't make sense either. You let Justin go, but then you're saying, oh,
you bring back Mason Rudolph, and you bring back Mason Rudolph,
and then said, oh, we want Aaron Rodgers, and I'm like, what are y'all doing?
You bring back Mason Rudolph, who you got rid of, who you had for 6 years that you did not start until Ben went down.
Yeah, that don't.
Then you got rid of him. Now you bring him back. I don't know who making these decisions. Now, Justin contract asking to be guaranteed that say I'm number one, and they wouldn't do it. Now, I don't know if that was the only thing that deterred him in the contract or if it was truly money as well. But I do know that I read he said he wanted to be number one. Well, okay. Anyway, they got rid of Dan Moore. They got rid of Larry Ogunjobi. He went to the Bills and then got suspended for 6 games for PED.
Dang,
Something I hate to say it. I'm gonna say it again. I think there needs to be a total redo with the coaching staff and everything. They need a new facility. They practicing with a college facility. You paying TJ $90 million. He got a $90 million contract, all the millions of dollars contract, and y'all practicing in a college weight room with outdated equipment.
I mean, well, shoot.
What the problem is?
They should just raise.
Najee said, it ain't like this everywhere. You ain't been nowhere but Pittsburgh. What you mean it ain't no? It ain't like this everywhere.
They go to the Falcons training facility. He gonna say totally not because we looked at I was like, why my season tickets gone up? And then we looked at how they up and vamped their like training facility and they got barbershops up in there. And I was like, you fools don't need that. We had 3 losing seasons, more than 3 losing seasons in a row, and we still and our season tickets gone up. But y'all want to give them a nicer training facility? You make them work in the trenches so that way they can actually understand that they need to work their butt off, and then we'll be okay like I want to pay.
Well, that ain't working. That ain't working over at the Steelers camp because we ain't winning nothing. We not coming out the first round in the playoffs. Second of all, make a decision. I need them to make a decision about quarterback. I'm sick of this. This is nerve-wracking. I really thought Justin would stay. 4-2, them little bit of interceptions he had, a higher completion percentage than all of the quarterbacks being considered. I just don't understand. What are we missing? What are we missing?
I don't know. I would, like I said, when I saw that, I said, this don't make no sense. But also, I mean, Stephen A. Smith already said that, he pretty much said, even though Mike Tomlin has never had a non-losing record season, it don't matter. He said, it don't matter. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Mean anything because it does say a lot, but it doesn't if you're trying to look at it past postseason, then yes, it does matter. But it matters. It matters when you Getting to postseason, but it matters. Like it does matter, but he said, but I get what you're saying. When you get to postseason, it don't matter because you don't go that far. So and it don't matter if your players think you don't care about them and you don't respect. You asking them to put their bodies on the line every time they step out on that field. Yeah.
And you got a raggedy training facility. Something wrong with that picture. I don't like that. Moving on. Okay. So now y'all keeping Kirk Cousins. Y'all keeping Kirk. Y'all keeping Kirk.
Yeah, apparently it frees up some money or something. It said like some $10 million guarantee, so that means they don't have to do anything. Now the question of the matter is, I don't really care anyway, as long as he don't start. They over there. Kurt wanted to get traded anyway because he wants to start someplace. But I'm like, sir, your numbers didn't even show that you should start and you will be a starter anywhere else. And the Jets probably learned their lesson and said, you know what, we're tired of getting these old people who don't know what they're doing. Let's go get a young person, young buck, who may actually know what give us a win.
And the Colts got rid of Anthony Richardson and got Daniel Jones.
Which okay. Anthony Richardson's always getting hurt. That's the only.
Not only that, he got a ton of interceptions. A ton of interceptions. The Bills got rid of Von Miller.
But now he put, where is Von Miller at? They didn't take.
But they took Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa.
Yep, Joey Bosa's there. That's why I was like, no, where is he at? I know he's someplace.
I don't see. Did he go somewhere yet?
Von Miller has.
No, he ain't went nowhere yet.
Neither has.
Okay. Let me see what else.
Hold up, I gotta go through my check log.
Get your list down.
We did Sam, we did Gino. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins went to the Raiders.
Right. Did he go to the Raiders or the Ravens?
I mean Ravens, sorry. He went to the Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens.
He said that what's his name? Oh gosh. Lamar like personally talked to him and stuff, and that's what influenced his decision. See, you do got your still, even though you got your Norfolk State, you still got a Steelers cup.
Oh yeah, I got my cup now.
We did
something else I was going to say.
We did Najee. We did that one. Look, I gotta go through. Oh yes, Deebo Samuels is now a commander.
Yeah. Now they were already tough, but now they add him with oh man, I was giving a call his name. Toric McCullough. I was giving a call his name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they had a good running back, but they figured out that you need two running backs in the NFL to make it work because you can't run them like they ran Earl Campbell in the ground. You can't do that. Right. Now, somebody, I hate to jump back, but somebody said they were glad we got rid of Najee because he couldn't find a hole nowhere. Mm-hmm. Although, when you look at it, Najee did not miss a game, and every season he had over 1,000 yards, and he averaged 3.9 yards per carry. And he was in the middle of the pack. Out of 50 running backs, he was always in the top, 15?
Yeah.
But he was not happy anymore. You can look at his face during the interviews. He won't happy no more. So we want volunteers, not hostages. Who you got next on your list?
Davante Adams is now around. I wonder if he's going to be complaining, saying while he's with Matthew Stafford after a minute, saying, I want to be with Aaron. I want to be with Aaron. I want to be with Aaron. But
I don't. Listen. What's the name?
I think he's going to a good, solid QB.
Yep.
I did my nice little re-signs of people.
Okay. All right.
Bengals re-signed Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
Yes.
Like, yeah, we're not letting go. The Chiefs re-signed Juju Smith-Schuster. The Bucks re-signed Godwin, which they should have. And then the most interesting that I thought was hilarious, but also cute at the same time, is that Kyle Juszczyk of the 49ers got cut. And then it was like, wait a minute. Maybe we should resign you. So they cut him, they released him, and then they came
and signed him right back.
Right, for a 2-year deal. So now he'll literally spend a decade because he's already been with them for 8 years. So, and of course, if nobody knows who Kyle Juszczyk is, you may know him better from his wife, who makes all them nuts.
And he's one of the few fullbacks left. Official fullback who runs in front of the running back to open up the holes. And ever since the Steelers stopped using a fullback, our offensive production went way down, dummies. Duh. How dumb can you be? But anyway, moving on.
Also, favorite one that I'm really still hoping this really does happen, but I'm trying for them to really hurry up and get rid of Kyle Pitts. I don't know what's going on.
I want the Steelers to get a quarterback. I want us to have a starting quarterback. I don't want Aaron Rodgers. I do not. I don't want
Not the guy.
Aaron Rodgers. I don't want Aaron Rodgers. No, Lord, I don't want Aaron Rodgers. Please send him somewhere else. Jesus,
Wow.
please send him somewhere
That
else.
was a full-on
I don't want him. Yeah, God, I was serious about that thing. I don't want him. I don't want him.
But it wouldn't make sense because then that means if y'all get Aaron, y'all would have to move Russell. There's no way you can keep Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson on the same team. It's not possible because they're going to be completely fighting for the number one spot. They're both veterans. It's like they're going to be like, well, who's on it? You don't have – I don't even think there's a team that's ever had two veteran quarterbacks like that. It doesn't.
They both old. They both old. And if you put their stats side by side, Russell is better than Aaron on paper.
Well, also Russell doesn't sit in the dark.
No, he doesn't. He make babies, but he don't sit in the dark.
And Sierra's not pregnant, okay?
Yeah, no, she's not pregnant yet. If we can get through,
you really think that's why he was playing bad at the end of the season? She ain't come out and said it yet, and we are past.
She ain't came out and said it yet, but she can go a good little while. They go real good for a long time, and then they pop up, and then they 2 weeks from delivery. So I listen, but maybe she ain't. But anyway, if it's true that he was prohibited from changing the plays at the line of scrimmage, that correlates with our decline in the offense.
So that means if that's the case, that means it wasn't a real Russell issue. It was the Arthur Smith issue, which ends up tying back to it was a Mike Tomlin.
Matt Canada and everybody and a Mike Tomlin issue. And I still say it's a Mike Tomlin issue because he claimed he run everything. I'm just not happy. I'm not happy at all. I won't jump ship and pick another team, but I've never been this frustrated with the Steelers. They've always appeared to be disloyal when it comes to their players that give their all in all. And then it's like, I know you got to pick and choose which ones you keep, but make it more balanced. Make it. TJ can't win the Super Bowl by itself. So you need to spread that money out everywhere so you can. TJ can't win it by itself. Well, he can't.
Yeah.
So you can't give him all the money, or you can't give one person all the money. Ask Dak. Ask the Cowboys. You can't give one player all the money. You can't.
Because then that means you can't pay the other people.
You can't pay nobody else.
You can't protect or who actually make the plays in a sense. Because who gonna catch the quarterback's balls if you're not doing it that way? Speaking of quarterbacks too, what they were doing is the Bears wanted to try to protect Caleb more because Caleb was getting he's getting knocked the F out. Okay. During the season. So they tried to load up on his offensive line that would protect him so he wouldn't get sacked as much. So they got, what's his name? Joe.
Hey, Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa. They got, hey, girl. They said they got Joe Tooney, who's from I guess it's Tooney. I can't say it right, but from Kansas City, and Jonah Jackson from the Rams. Oh, and also Chicago's defense will be a little bit better.
Who did they pick up? What I miss?
They traded. We traded and we let go of Grady Jarrett.
Oh yeah.
He went, and as soon as they let him go, I'm hurt. But at the same time, you know, I'm happy for him because I wanted him. Like, I wouldn't want Grady not to have a place to go, but he is now a Chicago Bear, and I saw that, and everybody was like, "Yeah." But the rumor of that one also was the reason why they were trying to re-sign him, but they were gonna ask him for a pay cut because of that stupid Kirk Cousins deal we did last year, which of course has made top worst trade off-season free agency deals.
Yes.
I love that we. No, one thing for sure I have to say, my Falcons, we definitely make history with lots of bad history.
Now, last week did we talked about the track meet and the little girl, didn't we? Hitting the girl with the baton. Did we talk about that? No. I did a thing by myself. Well, listen.
What happened?
Have you seen the videos? Of the relay race?
Well, since you're just talking about it, let's pull it up and you guys are going to see my live reaction as I watch this track.
Please look at it. Now, I did a video alive.
Warner says she didn't intentionally hit competitor with baton.
That's what she said. Well, she's facing charges.
Dang, charges?
Yes, assault and battery.
Really? Okay,
because
let me see what it looks like. So
look at it. Now, while you looking at it,
I'm on mute.
While you looking, did you mute it?
I muted it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so while you're looking at it, notice that they're running and on the curve, you always are subject to lose your balance. And there's that metal little rim there that if you get your foot caught up on that, you fall. Mm-hmm. Well, in a relay race, you can merge over because you got to stay in your lane with the 4x100, but the 4x2 and 4x4, you can move in the lane.
Hold up.
Look at it again. So when she was merging over, the baton got stuck under her arm. Yes, because her motion is you running and your motion is that. But there is no motion that when she lost her balance and she was wailing.
Is she talking?
Even if she came down and hit that girl in the head by accident, then you go over and apologize. Race. It was the state championship, and for my alma mater, IC Norcom High School, we have been going to the state championship since the 70s, 60s and 70s.
Slowly started passing her, and then that's when she was hitting me with the baton that fell off the track. Tucker said she was diagnosed with a concussion and a possible fractured skull.
Dang, she hit her that hard that she got a fractured skull?
Well,
possible.
They found apparently enough evidence in watching the video from multiple angles to charge her with assault and battery. Now, I did watch a clip of her talking live with somebody talking about she didn't do it intentionally. And let me say this. I'm a retired social worker. So when you are talking, I'm looking at your body language. I'm looking at your nonverbal communication. I'm looking at your tears or lack thereof.
With the video viral and even on national TV networks, Everett wants to make sure her voice isn't lost.
Yes, you can have the girl that got, physically hurt, right? But you can at least hear my part after I say it was accidental.
No, she said.
But if it was an accident, not
the part that she started crying and then said, well, no, but prior to that, where she said, Well, I tried to to apologize to her on Instagram, but then she unfollowed me or something. But then
She blocked her. She blocked her. But why didn't you apologize at the track meet? Just like when you
why
play
right?
basketball or football, when you knock somebody down or it's a bad hit. Sorry, man, my bad. You all right? Help them up, whatever. Okay. That girl fell down.
It don't even seem like afterwards. Well, the clip I saw, it didn't even look like after she did it that she like went over to help her up or anything. So she just kept doing. But then, oh, there's a lip read. Oh, I love when lip readers say that they can read stuff. But then also one thing she said was she said, yeah, I know y'all over there concerned with the person who got hit, but what about me? Y'all don't even take the time and listen to my side. No, ma'am. Wow.
What's your side? If it was an accident, why didn't you just apologize?
Because so the thing about it is she was trying to cut in front of her, like try to merge in front of her to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, because
they had already switched batons, right?
Right.
So she's just trying to get in front of her. And it just happened. She was trying to get in second place. Literally, she was not going to make first. The girl in the orange was already gone. So they was fighting for second and third place. And really, it got that serious. You about to lose probably your whole college scholarships if you was going to get one. Or even if you was going to make the USTA team and stuff because of this dumb move. But
there are accidents on the track in the Olympics. Othin Mu in the 800 meters got tangled up with another girl. Their feet got tangled up. And Othin Mu fell down. Oh, well, get up and keep running. When you switch lanes, when you merge lanes, and your feet get tangled up, get up and keep running. But this little girl couldn't keep running because she got hit in the head. And like I said, diagnosed with a concussion and a skull fracture.
That's ridiculous. She hit her super hard to have a skull fracture, let alone a concussion that bop them already some metal and stuff. She didn't. It'll be one thing if she was like bop. She took that thing back in. Whew.
She went all the way. And again, I say, I tried to figure out if I was running and I lost my balance, but even if I, wait a minute, even if I lost my balance is what I'm saying. Even if I lost my balance and my hand came down and I hit her when my hand came down, you apologize. That's all I'm saying. It's obvious she hit her. Now she says it's not intentional. I beg to differ.
So then what happened? Did she end up did they stop the race? I'm trying to figure out what happened afterwards. Did she end up getting her second place like she wanted?
No, they ended up in 5th place, I believe. Wow. I'm not sure. Yeah. But my thing, again, you can't trip them, knock them down, run into them in track and field, even in football. If you get a bad hit, you've seen them go over and console or pray, and they're going off on the stretcher. They go over and lay their hands on them when they're going off on the stretcher.
Good health. Then one day I went to
I'm over here trying to watch every single angle of this. This is crazy.
Well, again, Icy Norcom has been going to the state track meet since the early 70s, late 60s.
You said
they are very well trained. That's my high school alma mater. Yes. And we are very well trained in track and field. No time do you run like this in track and field with a baton. So this action, I don't know, again, That is not, it is this. You don't even do this. You don't even crisscross. You
You know what?
straight.
She hit her so hard, she dropped the baton afterward.
Thank you. Thank
She
you.
hit her super hard that she dropped. Like you could intentionally see she whatchamacallit her thing, and then she go back, hit her, and then somehow when she's tripping and falling, the other baton. No, she still has it. She see her running, looking at the side like,
Yeah. So again, I think it was intentional. I don't think she thought it would go this big. She worried about her emotional. What about the girl's emotional when you knocked her down and hit her in the head and you didn't apologize and made it look like it was her fault? What about her emotional and her physical?
that's crazy.
And listen.
This
I'm from
happened
Portsmouth.
on Friday.
Last weekend. Last weekend.
Wow.
Last Friday. It's been on national news.
Yeah, I saw
everywhere. It's everywhere.
I saw that. I'm like, dang, y'all made ABC Nightly News? Like, dang. ABC
Listen,
Nightly News?
it's the same high school that won the Hoodie Award for Steve Harvey's show as the best high school. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know why she did what she did. However, I agree. Her chances for a scholarship have been damaged. And once you get a charge of assault,
yeah, that one is
you cannot work anywhere with people.
Wow.
Like customer service, those kind of jobs. You can't get bonded once you get convicted of a crime that involves assault or injury to another human being. You cannot get a job, get bonded working with people like that. So anyway,
man,
that's why he said
to make it third though.
What?
I said, wow, if it doesn't matter if it was second or third, you wasn't first. And according to Ricky Bobby, as my favorite line is, if you're not first, you're last. So
anyway,
already
now
second and third, you are definitely still going to make the podium. Why do that?
Yes.
And now your whole team is going to sit there and look at you because I'm wondering what did the coach say?
That's what I haven't seen. And she wouldn't do it. Listen, my mama always said, don't say what your child won't do. You ain't always around your child.
Watching it happen? Oh, they thought it was somebody else's child that.
I don't know I don't know if they were at the track meet for sure. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Wait a minute, who that is?
I don't know if they were at the track meet. I didn't look that far in that detail, but I saw them give an interview talking about what their child wouldn't do. My mama said, don't ever say that because you don't know what your child would do in any given situation. So just watch yourself. Now, Sunday is the NCAA selection, and we'll get the brackets and everything for March Madness. So I will be on top of that. The men is at 6 and the women at 8. So as soon as I get that, I may actually try to be live while they're doing it. I'll see how that works. We'll see how that goes. Something else I was getting ready to say. I don't know what else I was going to say. I had a debate with somebody today. Well, not a debate, a discussion. And the discussion was about Caitlin Clark and how she has brought so much attention to college basketball, women's college basketball, and WNBA. And then I brought up the fact that when Juju Watkins last week broke the record for most points scored in freshman sophomore year, they immediately said she broke Caitlin Clark record. Last year when Caitlin was breaking all those records,
they never acknowledged who's
Caitlin Clark set a new record. But wait a minute, she broke somebody's record. And I said this last year. Why were they not acknowledging the people's records that she broke? But the first thing they said when they said Juju set the record, she broke Caitlin Clark's record. So the discussion was, I told the young man, Caitlin Clark was Division I, but there were two women in Division II that actually scored more points than Caitlin Clark. And one was Pearl Moore, 4,061 points. That was before they started keeping stats, and everything. And Lynette Woodard was the other one, So, again, just be fair with what you say. I knew last year, and I said last year, Juju Watkins was going to be phenomenal. She was going to be better than Caitlin Clark. Know what they called her? The new Caitlin Clark. Really? Yeah, the new Caitlin Clark. But anyway, so I will be on top of the selection for the March Madness to see what's going on. USC has been, I got to see how that rolls because they did not win the championship. UCLA beat them. But let's see how it rolls as far as the tournament is concerned. Because they did win one particular thing. They won one category. They won one division. But that selection stuff is a whole hot mess. But I'll be on top of that Sunday. Let's see what else. Oh, and the other discussion was he was talking about LeBron and his points. I said, but you do realize LeBron's points includes 3-point shots, whereas Kareem's is only 1-3. He was like, huh? I was like, yeah, okay. Y'all be careful when y'all doing all this hoopla with LeBron and all his points. Keep in mind, those are with 3-point shots. And Steph Curry, got 4,000, made 4,000 threes. How many has he shot? Oh my God. He has shot so many, but that's cool. That's all right. That's a legit stat because when they created the three, okay, so they created the three. So that stat is like, okay, that's one that I think will be like, what's the word I'm looking for, Tarika? More comparable. It'll be easier to compare. Because a 3 is a 3 is a 3. So when you say somebody got 4,500 threes, okay. But it ain't like it's two different categories. It's just the 3-point shot.
Does he have then?
And I'm not sure. They didn't say that. Well, they were talking about his
comparing it then, but they should also reference that and say, hey, like you said, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has more technically. His was a little, even though he beat the score, we're adding 3s to it versus his was 2s.
That's what I want to know. I want to find out. I got to research how many 2s has LeBron. How many points does he have off of 2-point shots? Yeah. Look, Google that. Google that and see. It ain't no 48,000. I can tell you that. So, anyway, I will be trying to go live as much as I can during the March Madness, given my shoot schedule. And yes, Mama Nat has gone viral.
What?
We got almost 2 million views on one of my clips where I was confronting my ex-husband and his current wife at the hotel.
Oh.
They said it's one of the best viewed clips that they've had in a long, long time. We have over 2,000 shares, over 40,000 likes, and almost 2 million views.
Wow. I'm not a co-host, you guys, because I haven't seen that at all. I'll have to go look it up. I'm like, I haven't watched a Country Wing skit. This shows how I am.
Listen, I won't watch them either till I got in them. So now they are investigating the OKC.
This is gonna be hard.
They are investigating them because they are sitting 5 starters versus the Portland Trail Blazers. That is, I think that's against the rules. The game is under review. They had a March 7th home win over the Portland Trail Blazers, in which the Thunder set 5 starters: Shea, Jalen Williams, Chet, Dort, Hargenstein, and as well as Wallace. They all set out. So they are looking at that without its top players. They still beat the Blazers 107-89. Oh my God. The investigation into the Thunder continues the NBA's move to closely monitor potentially improper absences around the league. So the Utah Jazz received a $100,000 fine earlier this week for sitting their forward for multiple games. And that's why the 76ers just went on and put Embiid out because he was missing way too many games. And the 76ers, they're looking into the recent absences of Paul George, knee, back, and finger, and Tyrese Maxey, back and finger. So they are being really strict about that because one season, and I want to say it was during COVID, some particular family brought a whole bunch of tickets, spent a lot of money to go to a Golden State Warrior game.
Mm-hmm.
And they put a financial hardship on this family. And this family spoke out to Steve Kerr. And Steve Kerr was very adamant about agreeing that the NBA should not be sitting their stars in big games because families spend a lot of money to come to those games. And when your stars don't play, the families feel like they've wasted their money or they've been duped or, So that's why they put a big stipulation.
Spending our hard-earned money, like our last, to go see these things, and why are we paying more money and like just to see it?
Yeah,
we don't have enough to eat or have housing, so it's kind of a two-way problem. Yes.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't be doing that if your starters aren't starting, because people are going to see starters are a good game. But also, people, use some doggone common sense. If you ain't got it, why are you spending your month's rent on it? Because guess what? People ain't gonna see you, and then what, you gonna write a sob story, and hopefully one of them can hear you, and then what they gonna do? Pay your They ain't paying nothing else. It's not like they about to be like, oh, the best you might get is your rent paid, that thing that you got paid, and maybe depending on how far in the season you may get season tickets for the rest of the season, but not for the lifetime.
Right.
Like, come on.
Right. Well, what else was I getting ready to say? I was getting ready to say something. Oh, now LeBron is out. And he didn't travel with the team. And Charles Barkley was going off. He was going off. He don't think LeBron is really injured. He think it's a ploy for him to rest up for the playoffs. He stayed in LA for treatment. I don't know. He claimed he hurt his groin area. Something happened, something. And he missed 17 games or something once before when it happened. I want to say 2018, I believe it was, or 17, one of them years. It happened. But anyway, okay. Did you know? I know you don't, but I'm going to say it anyway. Did y'all know that Bronny Jr., Bronny, gets to pick and choose which games he plays?
I definitely did.
He played some G League, then he played some NBA, and then he don't travel and go away with the G League team. He stay. He don't go to the away games. Come on, now that's just too much.
Right.
That's too much.
He gets.
That's too much.
That's a nice life. You ain't even gotta. Your daddy pretty much have you set up, and then to the point where you can pick what game you want to play in. You know, Dad, I don't feel like playing in this one right here. Can I play against the?
I don't want to travel. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Ugh. Okay. I mean, I'm just.
Well, I guess
I would hate to be his teammate.
Then they don't have to pay him that much.
I would hate to be his teammate. You can't say what you want to say because he's LeBron's son. And just like sportscasters can't say what they want to say because that's LeBron's son. I don't
what's
get
gonna
it.
happen? He gonna come and whoop them? Like,
well, he gonna walk. He walked up on Stephen A. Smith at the game.
Well, Stephen A.
and told him.
Well, at the same time, Stephen A. Smith don't care. He probably was like, "What?" Because guess what? That ain't gonna stop.
He said he respected LeBron because LeBron came to him as a father. Yeah, but LeBron didn't go to Skip Bayless or Perk or any of the other sportscasters and walk up on them and say nothing to them.
Because also he feel like he can probably beat Stephen A's behind, and I also feel like Stephen A. just is a big talker. All he does is talk.
Listen,
and very loudly at that. Actually, I was gonna actually talk about him. Interesting enough, because when I was getting off of work one night and I was watching, all free agency, or maybe it was early in the morning when I was watching stuff. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But then the roundabout came back, and I was trying to figure out. They talk like Shannon Sharp is on there, Stephen A. Smith, and I just be wondering. It was also because I didn't like when he said about Mike Tomlin about the fact that he doesn't care, like it doesn't matter that he's had a winning season and stuff. And I feel like it does matter. And also respect your other Black coach that has done that, because not that many have done that and still have their job. So that was one thing. Also, I feel like in a sense, he's just loud and arrogant. And why do we respect his opinion to a certain extent? Because I feel like to a certain extent, he's like a bully. Not really a bully, but kind of don't just be talking off the side of his neck just to get a reaction out of people. And I think LeBron on him like, sir, like, yeah, I get it, but you don't talk about my son like that. Even though, which is true, I mean, look, come on, LeBron. You knew that he was going in there. You knew everybody was going to talk to you about it. So you shouldn't. But also at the same time, for him to say, oh, why? First off, why did we need to know that LeBron rolled up on you? And then second of all, you made it seem like he was like, yeah, don't be talking. And you was like, okay, I respect you because of that. I respect you because you're a father. No, sir. LeBron probably rolled up on you and was like, hey, you keep talking, I'm going to show you. And he was like, I mean no harm, bro. I'm good. You good. Why would we even have to know that? Like,
well, for one, it was caught on film. It was caught. It was caught on camera. For one,
that explains some stuff.
I don't know. I just think
he was scarred.
He was wrong. You set that boy up for failure. And I said it before he did it. I said it, and I'll say it again. You set that boy up for failure when you knew that boy couldn't play that good. Your other son played better, Your other son, thank you, Dr. Patton. One of my old supervisors said, keep going. Let me tell you something. When you set that boy up for failure. And I would like to be a fly on the wall and see what was said behind closed doors.
Well,
with that situation.
If his other son plays better, why would you make him do it then rather than let the
because he's 40 years old. Because he old. And Father Time ain't gonna wait that long.
How old
he just now getting it. He is just now playing in the McDonald's All-American basketball game. He's in high school.
I was like, I need you to tell me what that is. Is that high school? Oh, okay, I get it. Because I forgot he wanted to be the first father-son team to play.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right.
Whatever. Okay. Well, look.
Son who wasn't happy at it, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, I forgot he went there. All of a sudden, he'll end up coming back and being like, "Daddy, I didn't want to do this anyway."
So, but the indoor track and field was going on, but the coverage of track and field is so poor that I spent days trying to get the results, trying to find the information. Why? And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing the lack of coverage that track and field gets until it gets time for the Olympics. And those people run all year long, getting in shape.
Yeah.
But then when the Olympic comes in, all of a sudden, you want to revolve your life, our media life around them, but you don't give them the proper coverage. I should be able to Google on ESPN USA Track and Field. I should be able to go to usatrackandfield.org and be able to find any information I want about track and field, and I can't. And I think that's so disappointing.
Do they do it with what's that thing called? Gymnastics? Is there better coverage? Do you feel like you see more with it? But also they do show
gymnastics. Yeah, I see more. Yeah.
I was going to say they do show it on like the college level instead of competition sometimes. I have on late on like a Friday night or something like 8:00 that they have like gymnastics on. So
yeah, they do. They show it more. So
I don't think I've ever paid attention, but my dad's like you. He's a very big track person. So
I'm a big track person. Yeah.
I will always see. He'd be like, "Oh, the meet's on." I'll be like, "I didn't even know."
Yeah. Oh man, I never missed it on Saturdays. Track season. Oh my gosh, I was always in front of the TV for Wide World of Sports. The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. Oh my gosh, I never missed it.
Wow.
Everybody else outside. I'm in the house watching sport. As a teenager, I'm in the house watching sports. So, but yeah, so the playoffs will be starting in about less than a month. The NBA playoffs in less than a month. March Madness, the selection is tomorrow. So I will be going live with the information for the selection.
What is NBA?
And we'll go.
NBA standings as of now. Eastern Conference.
Oh yeah.
Cavaliers, Celtics, Knicks, Bucks, Pacers, Pistons. My Hogs end up moving from 9 to 7. Okay, y'all should want to do something this year.
Oh yeah, they tried.
They try every year. But at least we got a higher.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still too early. Like normally we have like 9, 10 or whatever. So then it's the Magic, the Heat, and then the Bulls. And then for the Western Conference, you have the what? See, things have changed.
Okay, see.
I know this has changed because I think was it last week? Last week we went live, right? That LA was on. The Lakers was like number 2.
They were number 2. They number 5 this week.
Right, that's what I said. I see OKC, Nuggets, Rockets, Grizzlies, Lakers, Warriors, Timberwolves, Clippers, Kings, and Mavericks. Wow.
Yeah. Now, speaking of the Mavericks, since they traded Luka, that team has fell completely apart. completely apart. Kyrie is out. Somebody broke the bone in their hand. Gafford got hurt. I mean, it's just, and Luka over there in LA playing defense. He over there playing defense. He over there, but they're not, without LeBron, they look terrible. So anyway,
I mean,
yeah, he rested.
Hey, baby LeBron can't play. Bronny can't play.
Shut up, fool.
I'm just saying.
Listen. It wouldn't matter. Even if they put Bronny in, the most points he probably gonna score might be 10. Your dad is scoring 30, 20 and 30, between 25 and 30. Now, let me say this. The MVP race. Now, not Barkley. Some of them keep saying Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the leader. He has had 60 games of 30, 20 points or more. His 4 50-point games. But Nikola Jokic is in the points category, the assist category, the rebound category, the steals category. I'm sorry. To me, it just seems like he's the MVP. Now, Shai Gilgeous' percentage is almost 60%. Again, I say he's got like 60 games of 20 plus points or more. I forgot how many games of 30 points or more, but yes. But then again, you got Nikola Jokic with 5 categories that he's in the top 5, and Shai got like 2 or 3. You know how I feel about that. I just feel like if you in 5 categories and you leading and 5, you're in the top 5 in 5 categories. To me, you're the MVP of the season.
No, it should be.
Instead of,
obviously, it's a.
We shall see. I mean, I like Shai. Don't get me wrong. I like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and yes, the Thunder is got one of the best records. The Cavaliers have the best record. But again, when you in 4 or 5 categories and you in the top 5, to me, you're the MVP. Just because he got more points and a better shooting percentage. But again, Nikola is in 4 or 5 categories. He's my MVP. This year, he's my MVP.
Well, they probably care more about points than whatchamacallit.
Than all the rest of the stats. How can you, though? MVP is the most valuable player of the league. So you got rebounds, assists, points, steals.
Well, I get that. I mean, if you say points, then if that's the case, they probably will say LeBron is MVP because he broke the record.
Well, he's in the running, but he's not leading in all those categories in the top 5 like Jokic is. So
I know that. You just said that. But I'm just saying, LeBron broke a big record this year.
Well, please.
And you just said, hey, this other guy should be way better because he's leading in all 5 categories versus the other one who's not. He just leads in points. So if that's the case, LeBron should be part of it because LeBron's going to end up getting possibly in it because they're going to be like, wow, he scored all these points.
Well, yeah, he is going to be in the conversation. But again, I think the top 2 are going to be Shai and Nikola Jokic. But they say LeBron is in the conversation.
Well, LeBron's always in the
conversation. Always. That's what I was just going to say. He always in the conversation.
He always in the conversation.
I don't have much to say about Major League Baseball right now. They're in spring training. Yes. Coco lost the other day. Didn't Coco lose the other day?
Yes, she did lose. I was like, I saw they was playing. I forgot what. I think are they playing Indian Wells?
I'm having a hot flash.
They are Indian Wells. I thought so. I'm like, is it Indian Wells? Coco lost. Naomi lost.
Yeah.
Like,
well, listen. Listen, I will be live again tomorrow. Right now, we're in the fourth quarter. The Golden State Warriors and New York Knicks. No Jalen Brunson. Golden State 75, New York 72. I'm not going to call the rest of that game. I'm going to get ready for church for tomorrow. I'm going to rest. I didn't rest well last night. And I've been moving all day today. So I'll be live tomorrow. What?
I'm sorry. I was reading about Coco, and they were saying that she, like, it's her 21st birthday. She launched these shoes, and I'm like, I want these Coco tennis shoes. Like,
okay.
So that's why I'm like, she don't care. Like, at this point in time, I know Coco does care about being, like, on the top, but when you over here got these endorsements and stuff.
Yeah.
Man.
Between endorsements and gambling, I think all of the sports are hurting between endorsements and gambling. I'm sorry. I just think it is. I think it is.
I don't think the endorsements part because they just make the money outside of it. But yes, the gambling definitely.
I think it messes up the endorsement do because once a player gets so many endorsements, I think their attitude changes about their value to the team. Or their value, you know what I mean? They think they are better. I think they may not show it, they may not say it, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how these young people think. I'm old, so anyway. But we have covered football, basketball, a little bit of track and field, a little bit of some of everything. We've talked about some of everything. Feel free, please leave some comments. Replay watchers, leave some comments. Thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate you. Oh, I got to tell you something off the
air. Okay. You guys also go and support Miss Nat on this Country Wayne. I'm going to try to be what you call it. Like I said, I ain't never seen Country Wayne skit. I know y'all can talk about me if y'all want to, but I'll go and see her in person like I did with the Clay. But yes, now I gotta go find this Country Wayne skit that she was on there being somebody's wife over there about to hurt them, and I know she did a great job because she's funny and she's very, very talented.
But see, I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny in this. I'm being really dramatic.
This is my all of these, so I am not
very dramatic.
Surprised with it. Maybe I'll YouTube it right now and watch it off the air with her. But yeah, so you guys do all that stuff.
You can watch the Country Wayne skits. It's on Facebook, Country Wayne skits, and you can also watch it on Amber Ty page. Amber Ty, T-A-I. Amber Ty.
Country with a K or with a C?
K with a K. With a K. Country with a K. Country with a K. And I'm in the storyline with Amber and Brittany. I'm Brittany's mom. I play Mama Nat. I think you might can Google Mama Nat or, and see how that come up. I'm not sure.
Y'all know I'll be doing this when we on air.
Yep. Did it?
Mama Nat reminds Brittany how she introduced her man to another woman.
Yep, Mama that's Nat it. So
tell Amber it's time to fight with grits. Oh, okay. Okay.
So, but I would appreciate y'all's support. I play Mama Nat, and but we thank y'all for watching Sports Chat with Nat. We really, really do. Some of our videos do way better than others, but we thank y'all for whatever you watching because we appreciate it. Because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you guys. So thank you so much. We got a new challenge. I want to get 10 new followers.
Okay.
We're trying to go to the next level. So we need 10 new followers in 1 week. So we're going to try this week. We're going to try this week. Starting tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow, Sunday through Saturday. So we gotta get 10 new followers. Okay, you guys. So that's your job to go tell a friend, tell a friend.
Tell a friend, bring a friend. Tell a friend, bring a friend.
Just
so we want 10 new ones.
So we told you.
So thank y'all so.
We gonna take y'all to another level. So y'all want to see?
We trying. We got a couple of special guests lined up. Former NFL player turned chef, and a coach, a recruiting coach. Yeah, recruiting coach. So we got some interviews coming up now that the play is over, and I'm taking a little break from that. I can do that in the next couple of weeks. We're gonna try to get that lined up for you. I'm having a heart flush. A private summer. Don't you see the beach?
I mean, I was about to say it's a little warm, but also because of the weather. It's also everybody who's in the South right now, be safe because
yes, be safe.
Stuff is coming through, so everybody be safe out there wherever you are in your travels and stuff. So that's it.
See y'all next time. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow with NCAA picks. I'll be back tomorrow.
I'll see y'all sometime next week or something. Y'all know basketball is not my highlight, but it's all right. Master T's out.
But we'll do our weekly live with the updates on the NFL. She'll come back with the NFL news next week. We'll talk about it. Bye, y'all. Of course. Maybe the Steelers will get a quarterback.
That's cute.
Yeah, cute.